can see on the right side, you can see the beautiful castle Wartburg. We will admire in a few moments. Eisenach was a town while profiting in the industrial period, new industrial factories, and there was also at the end of the 19th century, at the middle of the 19th century, they realized also railway tracks here along Eisenach. So Eisenach was a well-developed, modern town, and there was then a serious change during the First World War, the Second World War, and during the period of the East German states. At the end of this period, there was a big celebration of reunification, and starting from the real change was in November 1989. Many demonstrations all over the country asked for a change in the GDR, in this state. But beginning with the 3rd October 1990, now we celebrate every year a national holiday for the reunified Germany. It is the 3rd of October, our national holiday, starting in the year 1990. Yeah, on our right side we have this beautiful castle. It is the Wartburg Castle. We will climb there in a moment to visit the place, the hiding place of Martin Luther. But this area has a very beautiful old history. You will see many houses built in half-timbered decoration. Yeah, and the Wartburg is very on top of the hill to protect and to control the country. And this castle first was organized or was built by the Landgraves of Hessen. The Landgraves, there was Ludwig and his wife Elizabeth. And so we have a very beautiful story of the early 12th century. They started to build this castle, and 400 years later it was Martin Luther to hide inside the walls of this castle. So the Landgrave of Hessen, together with his wonderful and beautiful women, Elizabeth, they really developed this area as a Christian country, and it was a special example of mutual life, that the Landgrave Ludwig and his wife Elizabeth, they worked together in a very good way. And during the Middle Ages, this young woman, Elizabeth from Thuringia, is a very famous and important personality of the medieval culture, because she, as a very young lady, as a very young duchess or princess, she very much engaged for poor people, and she engaged to develop hospitality and hospital systems here in the area in the 12th century. So we hear, when we visit the Wartburg Castle, we hear a story about her young life in the early Middle Age time, and after she had a big engagement to follow as a Christian woman Jesus Christ, and she was a friend of St. Francis from Assisi, for example, Francis from Assisi, and she, as a young girl, she wanted to develop similar ideas. Please admire the castle. It is just on top of the hill, and the beautiful sunshine around us. So she lived a very engaged life, and unfortunately her young husband, the Landgrave Ludwig, he had to follow the German king to a crusade, and on the way he fell ill and he died by illness on his way in South Italy. And so Elizabeth from Thuringia, suddenly she was a young widow, a young woman, because and she had several children, but other parts of her noble family, they sent her away from the castle. She had to leave the castle with nothing with no goods, and she had to evacuate to the town of Marburg. There she organized a new hospital, and we have the earliest church in Gothic style is to remember the life of Elizabeth from Thuringia in Marburg. Marburg is not very far from Frankfurt. So the personality of after her death, she was regarded as a saint person, yeah, because all Christians, they were very proud of her life, and she could change a lot during her young life, and she died as a young woman with 24 years. And she was engaged for more than 8-10 years in this devoted life to the ill and to the poor people, and is a very interesting personality. Ja, genau. Ja.